Former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson is set to submit a collection of documents as an evidence before he faces MPs over whether he lied to the Parliament about the Partygate scandal or not. According to his spokesperson, the Privileges Committee will try to defame Johnson's political position, and the evidence will show that he did not knowingly mislead the Parliament. The committee is reviewing 4 instances when then Prime Minister Boris Johnson allegedly misled the MPs with his assurances that lockdown regulations were being followed. According to reports, Johnson will release messages that will show how some senior figures at Downing Street believed that the gatherings were protected by the workplace exemption in the lockdown rules. The investigation panel will be chaired by Labour Party member Harriet Herman. The panel will decide whether Johnson is guilty of contempt of Parliament and will recommend any penalty applicable. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has said that he will not seek the influence of the MPs on the panel. Many Johnson supporters have raised their concern over the party investigations done by former civil servant Sue Gray, as earlier reports surfaced that she is going to join Labour Party leader Keir Starmer's office. However, the committee has long denied that its inquiry is based on the Gray report. Now, for more on this, our correspondent Alex Izat sends us this report.
The former Prime Minister Boris Johnson is set to defend himself against claims that he deliberately misled Parliament when denying illegal gatherings took place in Downing Street during the COVID pandemic. Now, we may see the 50-page written defence later if Johnson publishes it himself, or maybe tomorrow if the committee receives it quite late in the day. Now, Partygate saw Johnson fined by police for breaking the law when he attended 8 gatherings. But this particular investigation looks into the specific question of whether he lied to Parliament. Johnson's legal team are expected to use the previously unseen WhatsApp messages to suggest Johnson was led by advisers. They also plan to attack the burden of proof the committee has set. The committee's interim report last month said it should have been obvious that the gatherings broke the rules. And if they come to the conclusion that he did do it recklessly, he faces suspension from Parliament and the prospect of a by-election. The stakes here are high for his political future and potentially the party's too. And some of the Conservative Party is already accusing the opposition and the investigation team as going on a witch hunt. They've already mentioned the bias and the prejudice that they feel has been weighed on their former leader. Now, if a sanction is recommended by the committee, it could well split the party further.